This project is really important for the state of Colorado and the nation as a whole because we are looking at how to make learning computational thinking inclusive for all K through 12 students. Currently, most students who learn computer science and computational thinking in middle school and high school do it through electives. So these are optional courses that not all students take. And so we want to make sure that all students have access to this body of knowledge. So that's why with this project we're focused on embedding computational thinking into mainstream science courses that are required and that all students must take.
Most of our initial goals were surrounded by the adoption of next generation science standards in our state and how can we prepare teachers to transition to those. That was one of the big pieces. We also looked at teachers' lack of confidence when it comes to computer science, and so we really wanted to tap into that and build that, because oftentimes if they don't have the supports and the content knowledge, teachers are not willing to really teach it or dive into it. So we really want to develop those skills as well as create a professional development model for other teachers across the country to use what we did during this project.
We spent a lot of time brainstorming different phenomena that meet a set of performance expectations for the next generation science standards. And then, I think I went through the list of I2C sensors and other sort of sensors on the SparkFun website, and we went kind of back and forth being like, these are some interesting, phenomena that we've come up with that meet, a good criteria of performance expectation. These are the sensors we have, which ones kind of meet up and can provide sort of support for deep integration of computational thinking and science content. And then there's an additional aspect that we're trying to focus on sort of this place as a construct in the classroom, because one of the things that we hypothesize is that when kids actually get to sort of do investigations that are grounded in their school or in their local community, that hopefully we're going to increase interest in underrepresented groups because it's a little more real to them and they actually get to go out there and do it. And specifically we had done the first year in mold because the environmental sensor provides a lot of different things that you can measure, and kids were super into going around looking into their schools to be like, is mold here? Do we get to shut down this school?
It just allowed us to really tap into the science that we wanted to tap into in a new and kind of innovative way.
First of all, it's a partnership, bringing together sort of the industry, academia, and public schools with the ultimate goal of increasing kids' engagement at middle school level in science, computational thinking, which is really a form of computer science education, by bringing in all these kind of consumer-grade electronics that are affordable, which is very important for a school district, are programmable in simple ways, and are mobile. And integrating that within the science curriculum to make science more interesting and to help kids begin to explore ideas in computer science, and thinking about that it can actually have an artistic dimension, that it can really help you ask deep questions about the world around you and help you understand the world around you. So ultimately that's what we want, is we want to be able to engage middle school kids in science and computing. And that's where the SparkFun electronics dimension comes in. And then working in the Denver Public School, which is one of the largest districts in the country. It has all kinds of different kinds of kids. And if we can make it work in this district, we have a good shot of making it work elsewhere in the country.
In the past, as a teacher, I'd used, temperature sensors and the basic stuff, but it's at a different level when it comes to the data manipulation. And I think it gave us just a nice opportunity to explore the science really deeply in a wide variety of ways.
I think it's a great idea using these sensors where students can collect their own data and they can own that data instead of just looking at something through a module or a simulation. They can go out, collect the data, own the data, and then design their own tools through computational thinking and learn that programming background on it. So it kind of serves all of that. And also I think if they can own that data, then they're going to be much more engaged in that lesson, and then they can apply it to real world problems that they're facing with either their family or their community.
For me, there's several takeaways. One is that kids in middle school can engage in science activities where they ask deep questions about the world around them, use modern scientific equipment and technologies to address them, and come to care about the answers. And that's an important and significant shift for how lots of science instruction has happened and continues to happen around the country. So I'm really excited about this shift to more what we call inquiry-oriented science, that is where kids are asking questions about the world, and then using computing technology to begin to answer those questions in ways that don't exactly mirror what practicing scientists do, but have some family similarities, so that school science is not completely divorced from what real scientists do. That's the part I think would probably be the biggest takeaway for me.